the channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to be working with embroidery, and I'm going to be embroidering some patches, and I'm going to show you the way I do them. So guys, let's get started. So guys, I am using Embroidered Essentials, and this is the design that I'm going to be using to work on patches. I'm going to be embroidering 6 of them. This is the original design right here. I switched the color of the white. If you have the essentials, you can go to essentials and create a frame. And what I did was that I clicked this icon right here, and it gives me all these options right here. These are applique squares, but of course I'm not going to do the applique. I just want to borrow is the frame. So what I did was that I clicked the square. I did okay. And then I increased the size of the square, and I shaped it the way that I wanted. Okay. That's all I did. Right? And you can apply this to any design that you want to add a patch. All right? Now, because this is an applique, it shows that right here, second. You don't want to leave it on this position, because what is going to happen that it's going to embroider all of this first, and then it's going to embroider this on top, and you won't be able to see your design. So you have to move this, right click to move first. All right? So that's going to move first. Now, because it's a patch, if you notice, it gives you the 3 steps of a patch already. You know what? I think that this is the color that I chose. So I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go to palette, and I'm gonna switch it to peacock blue, because that's the color that I use for the flag. All right. So if you want to make sure that this is gonna be center, I'm gonna select the whole thing. I'm gonna center it first. Go here, center to page, and then I'm gonna apply. And now it's centered. You see? So there you have it. This is how I created the patch. Again, this is just an example. Let me go to my original one. This is the one that I did, okay? Okay, so now that we have this in here, I'm gonna take you to the simulator and show you how the whole thing is going to embroider. I have it in a little bit faster mode so that it doesn't take, because I'm not gonna show the whole thing, just the beginning. So let's go. So it's gonna give me all the position first. Let me go back. Okay. Once it goes and finish all the positioning part of it, the machine is gonna start. My machine is gonna start. If you have a single needle embroidery machine, it's gonna do the same thing. It's gonna give me the chance for me to pull the fabric that I'm gonna be using for the patches. Once you place the fabric down, you're gonna place the fabric, in this case, that is gonna cover the whole thing. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna continue. I'm gonna restart it, and then in the single needle embroidery machine, you're gonna do the same thing. And then it's gonna start embroidering the tack down. Okay, that tack down in my case is a yellow color. Then it's gonna go ahead. Once it does the tack down, it's gonna stop. You're gonna restart it again, and you're going to continue with the next color, which is the border of the patch. Okay. So that is what is gonna go right now. So I'm gonna play it. Placement, you're gonna do the tack down, which is all of this. Is gonna start embroidering the whole design. Okay. That's the way it's gonna go. That's it, people. This is what I'm gonna be working with. Okay. So this is everything for now. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna move to the craft table, and we're gonna start the process of embroidering these patches. See you over there. Okay. These are the things that I'm going to be using: my Ricoma frame or hoop, my tear-away stabilizer, the design file printout. This is the original mighty hoop from Ricoma, the 8x12. I'm going to be using this poly twill from the company Dime. You can also use any other fabric that you choose that are thick enough for patches, like felt. If you use felt, make sure that it's a thick one, not the one that they sell on craft stores because it's too flimsy. You can use also gabardine. There's a lot of fabric that you can use to do patches. This one, the only thing is it's not wide enough for me to be able to place it with the hoop. So that's why I'm going to place it on top of the hoop like this, like same way you do your applique, because this in actuality is an applique because we have to place this on top. So you'll see, it's the way I explained to you when I was doing the intro. And yes, the ultra hole heat and bond, this is optional. I'm gonna use this because these patches are for me to use for sale. So this is the ultra hole that you press the back of the patches once you're done. And yeah, when I do my patches, for me, I usually don't use this because I like to sew my patches on the garment, except when I do my hats or beanies. Then I use the ultra hold, okay, the heat and bond. This is a red packet. This is the one you use for patches. They also have other glues that you can use for patches as well, okay? So guys, I am ready to go to the embroidery machine and get this set up, and I will see you over there once I'm done setting the hoop in, okay? So see you in a little bit, people. Okay guys, so here's my design. I already have all my thread chosen and in position. I always review my thread. Even though I placed it, I always make sure for a second time that I go through the whole thing, because sometimes, you know, I make mistakes, okay? I'm gonna go now to escape because I did that. I'm gonna put it on AM, which is automatic manual, meaning that it's gonna stop after each color change to give me a chance for me to trim the fabric that I'm going to be trimming, and I have 6 pieces that I need to trim around, so the machine is going to stop after each color change. All right, let me escape. I'm going to make sure that I have the correct hoop, and I am on D, but I always choose it again just to reset the machine. Okay, so the machine is resetted already. Then I'm going to escape, and then yeah, so what I'm going to do now is trace the whole thing. I'm going to go to needle number 1 to do that. And then I'm going to move the camera so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. You don't have to do this part. I always said that I do this because for me, it gives me an idea that I'm in frame, that I am not going to be hitting anything. It's, you know, but this is optional. I always center this here, and I center 2 dashes that are in the machine to give me an idea that I'm in the middle. And that's just me. You can trace around without it. I like to do a visual. I am a visual person. That's the only reason why I do it. But again, you do not have to do that, because on the screen, if you notice here on the screen, you see right here where I'm going to be at. So, you know, you can see there as well, but I don't know. It's something that I got used to do it. I do it. It gives me an idea that if I need to move the design, I can do it here and then watch the screen as well. But that's just me, like I said. You don't have to do it. Okay. So I'm going to follow this. This mark right here came from Embroidery. For those who have another brand of machine, they give you like a center, and I you know, I use it because, you know, it's just right little dot in there to make it easier for me to see. So I'm going to escape here. I'm going to go down and make sure that I'm in there, and I'm right there in the center. It looks pretty good. Yep. And I'm gonna go and trace, and you know, you can see that I have plenty of space, but people, it don't matter. You always trace no matter if you think you have plenty of space. Okay. The worst thing that you can hear is the noise when your machine hits the frame. It had happened to me once. It took me a long time to get over it. It affected me so bad because the noise was so loud, and I thought you know, my machine was messed up, but I was blessed, and you know, it didn't happen. But I after that experience, I don't want that to happen again. So I always trace, no matter if the design is tiny, I always trace. Okay, so I'm gonna lock the machine. And if you notice, I have plenty of space. Okay, I'm not near to the frame. All right. So all we're gonna do now is to start. Okay. Let me arrange the camera for you to have a better view. All right. So the first thing is doing is the placement stitch. Okay, so now I'm going to place the material in here. I'm going to make sure that it's covering everything. This is the same thing as when you're doing applique. It is the same thing. I'm just placing this tape because this fabric is kind of thick. I don't want it to shift when I'm doing the first stitches. Once it's finished doing the first couple of them, then I don't need the tape anymore. I just want to make sure that it's not going to shift on me, and I'm going to just hold it like this. Okay, I'm going to restart it again. Okay, so now that this is done, I can let it go to the next part, which is embroidering the inside of the design, because the part of the framing or the satin stitch is at the end, but I'd rather trim it right now. So I'm going to remove the hoop from the machine, and I'm going to trim around, and then when I'm done trimming, I'm going to go ahead and come back to the next step. So I'm going to remove the frame, and I'll see you when I'm done trimming everything around. You've seen me doing this before, so, and if you do applique, it is the same thing. Okay, so I'll see you back when I'm done trimming the patches. All right. So we are done with the tuck down. I finished trimming around, so let's get restarted. Okay, so I had a thread break, so I'm gonna thread the needle, and I'll see you when I'm done. All right. Okay, I think I have it set. Let's see what happened. Okay guys, these patches are done. I'm gonna go ahead and take you to the table because we need to remove the tearaway stabilizer and start placing the backing for the glue. All right, so I'm gonna take you through the whole thing, so let's go at it. I'm using, like I said, the Heat and Bond Ultra, and I'm going to be placing it in the back of the patches. There were two patches that is a mishap. Is this one down here and this one up here. It did not catch the satin stitch, so these are two patches that I had to redo. I don't know what happened. I had to go back to my file, maybe making it like thicker, because I think I cut through the stitch, tack down stitch. So I don't know what happened, but anyway, we're gonna continue. We're gonna be tearing this apart. The embroidery came very pretty. I love the colors and everything, so no complaints in there. I might have to redo the whole file. The other ones were fine, so that means that either when I was trimming, I trimmed too close to the tack down stitch, and that's why I missed it. I missed. So I might have to probably, when I trim, don't trim as much. Or I think it's easier for me to go back to the file and redigitize this and make it thicker. That's what I might do. That's what I might do. Yeah. These pieces of thread, I'm gonna trim around with the fire so it will be more clean looking. Very careful with the lighter. You can also use another tool that is a burning tool. It looks like this, that you can burn around it. I bought it, but I have not used it yet. I'm not going to use it today because I need to practice with it. But what you do is, with this tool, you pass it around closer, and it does the same thing as if you were doing a lighter. But I just got it yesterday, and I'm going to attempt to practice before I use this. I'm gonna be embroidering more patches the rest of the day today. I'm not gonna show it on the video because there are like 6 different ones that I need to embroider, but I might show it at the end of this video already finished. All depends on how long this is running. I might show the results of it, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna clean this later at the end because I want to concentrate on this one. And actually, this is the one that is a little bit messed up, so sad. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, let me get my pressing pad. Now the instructions on this Heat and Bond Ultra are on the back of the package, and you can use household, turn it on again, turn off, household iron as well as a regular press. You know, you have that option. So it gives you different temperatures to press it on those garments. These are the pressures that you're gonna do once you already apply the heat and bond, when you're gonna press it to the garment or wherever you're gonna press it to. To press it, to press the heat and bond itself, you're gonna be pressing for 8 seconds in medium heat. Now, I'm gonna be using this press. I think most of you have seen me use it before. I got this from Amazon. If you're interested on it, the link is down below my description box. It's bigger than the Cricut Mini and smaller than the big presses for Cricut, which would be like the 7x9 and the 9x12. But this is like an in-between, and I'd rather use this than the Cricut Mini for this kind of project. The Cricut Mini I use for very small details, you know, but this one is perfect for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to press. Actually, I'm gonna use also a because I don't want the glue of this to get in. It's gonna protect my new mats. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. So I set on my 310 for 8 seconds. It went down to 7. Let me go. 8 seconds. Yeah. I'm assuming that's medium heat. I don't know when it comes to this what is medium, what is. I mean, I guess high is the highest this goes. This one goes to up to 450, I think, a little bit more. But medium to me is 300. So medium, you have to choose what is medium for you, okay? So it comes like this folded, and like I said before, it also comes on a roll. So I have this piece left over in here. We're gonna start with this piece. And you're gonna cut it close to the size of your patch. Then you can trim it better later on, you know, but at least just to give you an idea. All right. So this is 2 parts. This is the paper part. This is the part that you're gonna peel later on, and then the thick, scratchy part is where the glue is. All right. So that part is gonna go against the patch. Okay. Like that. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it for 8 seconds. Make sure that I'm square out in here. I don't want to miss any little piece of it. You know what? I'm gonna get a bigger piece because I don't want to miss any piece of it. Yeah, I'd rather make it longer and get everything covered than miss the corners because you want everything to be covered. This is what I use for applique, but I don't use the ultra. I use the light, the heat and burn light for applique. Okay, so let's press this. Let's press start, and then you're gonna press down. And then you're gonna let it cool. You're just gonna let it cool, okay? Once it cools down, I will peel the backing, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the rest of them, and then we're gonna peel them at the same time, okay? So I'll see you when I'm done, all right? So I am done removing the tearaway stabilizer, and I place all the glue in the back. If you notice, it's kind of shiny. That's the way it's gonna be until you press it down. These are the ones that were a little messed up. I already placed the fire around just to get rid of all the extras. And it helped a little bit, but you know, you can notice here that the embroidery was off the line right there. And yeah, so I'm gonna continue. What it does is that it settles the thread around and it kind of like shrink it a little bit. You can get it on. Okay, you just do it real fast. You don't have to put it close to the fabric, just real fast around. Okay, you just make it look cleaner, the patch. This is a all lighter, that's why it's taking so long for me to get it on going. And you have to be careful when you do this because I have burned a couple of patches in the past because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. This is much better. You see how cleaner it looks? It looks much cleaner. These are the ones that I'm going to be selling, with the exception of these two. Because this one is not, I mean, you can use it that way, but I will not sell this one. So I have 4. I have to do more. I think for the next ones that I'm gonna do, I'm going to, instead of using the fabric in the back, I'm gonna do all embroidery, and I'm gonna show you later on some samples that I've done that way. Okay, so let me get rid of all this mess and we'll be back. All right, so I'm going to press the one that the satin stitch missed apart. So I'm gonna set it onto this hat. I placed it like a medium heat. I'm saying medium heat to me is like 300, 307, around there, 310 for 8 seconds. So I'm gonna follow the same specifications. Yeah, so let's go. And this one, you're not touching, you're not moving it, just leave it there. I'm gonna turn this off. Let it cool, let it cool, let it cool. Because with this ultra, that's the way it works. You cannot move it right away because the glue is still wet. So if you attempt to move it, it's gonna mess up. So just leave it there. I place some heat-resistant tape to keep it in place. Don't use regular tape with the presses because it's gonna melt. This is a special tape for those who are new into pressing items. It's called heat-resistant tape. All right, so we're gonna leave it there, and now I'm gonna press the second one on one of my denim jackets. Let me move the camera around. So I'm waiting for the press to come up to temp. I'm gonna use the same temp that I used earlier, 310 for 8 seconds, same that I used for the hat. We're gonna use heat-resistant tape to keep it in place. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing leave it for it to cool. I'm not going to move the patch at all. I'm just going to keep it there until it completely cools down. Okay, so the one is on temp already. So I'm going to go ahead and press it. Make sure that I give it enough pressure. Press start. It's done. Make sure that I cover everything. I don't know why I feel it kind of cool. I'm going to give it another press just in case. I feel it kind of cool. I don't know why. The place that I'm at, my shop, like I've mentioned before, is keeps cool. But I want to make sure that it's going to really, like, glue is going to melt. Okay. So we're going to let that cool. We're not going to touch it. And I'll be back when it's ready to be removed. Okay. Okay, guys. I think this is pretty cool. There's your patch. Okay. This one right here, I did last year and I did a video on it. This design right here. And it's still on it on my jean jackets. That's why I decided to place this one on the other side. Okay, but I'm going to give it another press because there's a little, the corner in here. I mean, this one is fine, but this corner in here to me, kind of like, I don't know. I was not too impressed. So I'm going to get another, and then this one is the hat right here. It's pretty cool. They just got stuck into the hat. Okay, this is the hat. Okay, so this is another hat. This hat I pressed same day that I pressed the other patch that I showed you earlier on the jacket, and it's still in here. This is another patch that I did. I like it because it's all, you know, these two are very defined. I got these patches from Etsy. It's an Etsy shop patch. So I press them at the same time. This design, I think I got it from Creative Fabrica. I will let you know. I will have to find out because I don't remember. If it's not Creative Fabrica, it's Etsy. Okay, so either one. All right. So if you notice, this one did not cut right away. So I had to press it again and just let it cool. This is a denim jacket. So they say that for denim jackets, for heavy clothes, you need to press it like longer. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Just leave it there. At the time of pressing, you're gonna do for light fabrics for only 6 seconds. For thick fabric, an additional 2. So it's 8 seconds. An additional 2 seconds. So yeah, I was right. 8 seconds. I could have even done a little bit longer. Just put a little bit longer. People, I don't know. I'm just, you know, making sure that it has the correct temp. And just let it cool. we are here with everything that I've done the whole day. I've been embroidering literally the whole day. I added some extra patches. I wanted to show you the difference between one that I did, which is this one, and this other kind. And yeah, so I am very exhausted. I was going to release this video tonight. Tonight is Sunday for me. By the time you see this video, it's gonna be Monday. Hopefully everything is gonna be edited so that I can release it, because I've been very busy doing this and also getting ready for a trip that I'm gonna be making to Miami, Florida. I'm gonna be assisting Deco Summit. This is a summit that Ricoma does every year. And people can go to that summit. It lasts 3 days of classes, conferences, and education. And so this year I decided to assist. So I am getting ready. My suitcase is not completely done. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I need to do. If you see me with hat, you barely never see me with hat. It's because my hair is a mess and I need to get it done for the trip. So I decided just to hide it with hats today. So yeah. So guys, let me show you what I've done. So the jacket that I showed you already, that has the patch already done there, is not going anywhere. It's very stuck in there. And the hat. I noticed that when I was showing the hat on the video, I was cutting off, so I didn't get to show it completely. So this is the hat. Should have worn this one. It's there too, and I think I'm gonna be matching it with this. I might use this on the trip, I don't know. I had to decide about that. And then these are the patches that I told you already, that I showed you already. I did these ones right here, and these ones are different. These ones are done with a patch file that I have, that I got from Etsy a while ago. And these ones, what you do, you don't need to have a separate fabric to place it on top like a applique. This will embroider completely like a regular embroidery. In a sense, it's simpler and it's easier, but guys, it takes a long time to embroider. I did 9 of them, as you see here. They came out amazing. I just love it, love it, love it, the way they came out. And then I did these other ones right here. I did 6 of these round ones, and these are samples that I'm doing for sale, and I've done it for the first time. And definitely this is a go right here. Look at this one, same way. It's all embroidered. There's no additional fabric or anything. What I did was I placed felt at the bottom. I chose white felt, and then I embroider on top of the felt. This is a little bit more thicker than these ones. These are more pliable. I have not placed any glue on the back yet because, guys, I am tired and I am ready to just go to sleep. I haven't even eaten dinner yet. I wanted to finish this today so that I can release the video on Monday, which again, by the time you watch it, it's gonna be Monday. And then this one I did for myself. This is a file that I got for free from Embroidery Essentials. They do have free files for you to use, and this one is a personalized item, so I did it for me, and it says estimated year or whatever you want to put here. I put my ASD of my the year of my first child. And yeah, I might add this to the jacket someplace else, I don't know, but I think this came out amazing. This one I did use the fabric, the patch, the fabric patch. I'm sorry, the fabric that I used on this one, but I did it on a khaki color, and I love it. I just love it. It came out very, 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 very nice. I have no issues with the border because the file came already with all this border. This border, like I showed you, I added to it. All right, so I think this is everything for now, guys. If you have any questions about making patches, you can ask me all those questions at the end of the, at the bottom on the description box. If you see me troubling talking, if you see me making a lot of mistakes talking, it's because I'm tired, okay? I really apologize. Let me see what else. Yeah, you can check those videos that I've done about patches before. I think I have maybe 2 videos on patches. Yeah, you can check those also. And this is everything for now. I will see you soon. I'm gonna be recording my experience from beginning to end about the whole Ricoma Summit. It's going to be 3 days. And yeah, I'm going to record everything and I'm going to be bringing stuff to you. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I've never done this before, but you are allowed to video inside, and because I asked, and yeah, that's what people do. So I'm going to be bringing as much as I can about the whole experience, right? So wait for those videos to come out maybe the following weekend or something like that, because it's from the 21st, 23rd, 24th, which is Friday, is the 24th, I think. Maybe by the weekend I might have a video or two out. Okay, so guys, I will see you soon. Until next time, bye bye, hasta luego.